Hey y'all, it's Natajia from Muse Society. We're here with the Sit Down with Shelley where we make it make sense.
Welcome to another episode of a Sit Down with Shelley where we do what? Here, we make it make sense. Guys, you are in for a treat. We have a special guest, and you remember last week we kind of left off in this space of the beauty world and the beauty, in the industry, right? Well, that can be for glitz and glam. Some can be for personal, what have you, but more so of the glitz and the glam piece of it, right? And so today we going to jump on the other side because although we know that self-confidence and how we see ourselves and how sometimes we even see other people and not really engaging in who the person is, but just off of what you see. As the saying go, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that's what we're going to dive a little bit into today. So, we left off with, beauty in the industry. So now we're going to dive a little bit into the beauty is you. Because that's what our guest here. Now, let me give you a little snippet on our special guest. So, Natajia Smith is a beauty entrepreneur and founder of Muse Society, formerly known as Wig Lifestyle. She is dedicated to helping women feel like their most confident selves through elevated luxury hair experiences. With a background in psychology and a passion for beauty, she combines technical expertise with intentional care, really intentional care, creating results that go beyond aesthetics and into true transformation. Her work is rooted in empowering women to show up polished, powerful, and effortlessly put together in every season of life. So, welcome everyone, Miss Natajia Smith. I know her by, I got my own little nickname for her, but this is Miss Natajia Smith. We go way back, but we're gonna jump right into it. So we're going to really get into, because we know that beauty, as they say, is only as skin deep, right? And a lot of times, especially in this society that we're living in, the social media world, beauty is so surface. Yeah. And so I want to know, who is Natajia? Who was Natajia as a child? And how did your family shape the woman and entrepreneur that you are today? Let's start there.
Okay. One, what a beautiful introduction. Love that. And it's an honor to be here sitting with you on your platform.
Yes, and I loved it. I always been trying to get her here, y'all.
Natajia, as a kid, I was always like the creative one. Yeah. I was the type that my mind, I have a million tabs in my head, and I'm going to act on every tab that I have. And my family was very supportive of that.
Okay.
My mom, everything that I said I wanted to do, she would go out and buy it. A week later, I don't want to do that no more. She's like, oh, okay. So, like, went from nails, makeup, hair. Well, hair was the last one. Okay. But everything, dancing, stepping. Yeah, she always, her and my dad, they both put forth effort into everything that I wanted to do. Yeah. And then when it came to hair, she was like, I don't know, you keep changing your mind. And so I had to show her my commitment. And I've been dealing with the hair part of the beauty industry for so long. And she's like, oh, you're really taking this serious. And yeah, I've just always been a creative child.
And it's funny that you spoke on, them supporting you no matter what it was. And because I know you, for a lot of your years.
Yeah.
And I know I've seen some of those differences that you have tapped into. And I think it's key that when you said that how they supported you, and I spoke on that on a previous episode where, you have to expose your children, pay attention to what they like.
Yeah.
And even if it's things that they bring to you, like if they're saying, yeah, if you see them dipping and dabbing and stuff, you're like, okay. they like that a lot. Let me nurture that a little bit, because you're never going to know what your child's gift or talent per se is if you don't nurture or expose them to the things that you see them engaging and interacting and really are having fun with.
For sure.
And I know your mom, very well. Love her. Love her. Love my peaches.
You love my mom.
Yes. So what early experiences, whether, in your home or the community, first influence your understanding of beauty, confidence, and self-presentation?
That's a good question. When I was a kid, starting off with, let me say, like Serena Williams and Venus, they were playing tennis, and me and my sister, we thought we wanted to play tennis. So our mother signed us up for, I forgot the tennis recreation center in Southeast.
The one on Mississippi Avenue, the sports and learning, the tennis sports and learning center. Yep.
So we learned how to play tennis, play chess there. Found out we really didn't want to play tennis. We just liked the tennis outfit.
Sound about right.
Yeah. And then I was like 6 years old in the house. You know when 106 and Pop used to come on the TV all the time?
Yes.
After school, I called my cousin. We would watch it together. And like the music videos was different back in the day versus what they are now. And I never told nobody this, but at 6 years old, I always say, yeah, when I grow up, I'm going to be a video vixen. Starting off with Ashanti, the Pussycat Dolls, that song. When I grow up, I want to be famous. I want to be stars. I want to be in movies.
That's their generation.
That was like this. Oh, and the singer Maya as well. Yeah. Those were like my starter points. Like, ooh, maybe I want to be a video vixen. Yeah. And so, mind you, that was 6 years old.
Yes.
And I went to Howard Road Academy along with your kids as well. That's how we met each other.
Yes. And been stuck ever since.
Yeah, we became a family, y'all.
For sure.
This is my Aunt Shelley. And so, attended Howard Road Academy. They started doing like arts program. Yep. My first program I did was the Maya Arts and Technology program. Yes. So Maya was she wasn't our art teacher. She was our dance teacher. Yes. So we learned etiquette, step, dance, technology, and after the summer we would have a show. Right. So we all did that. Me and your kids too. Yes. We did that for, of course, your kids. Yes. Yes. Put them in there. At the end of the summer, we would all perform together. Like, I remember those performances in the back of my head. So that really left the imprint of my creative ability to this day. Even down to performing the Lion King in front of the Obamas in elementary school. Yes. So all of that shaped who I am today creatively.
And for the people who may be saying, who is Maya? Tell them the Maya that you're referencing, because there's a lot of Mayas in this world, but let them know who you're speaking on, because you all, not only you, but now Milan, Irie, even Cheyenne, all had the opportunities to work with her and really see her up and close and personal, not just on TV or not just on her videos, singing her songs, but tell them who she is, who she was to you all in that space.
Okay. Maya, as you all would know, Maya, she's the 90s, like the original hot girl.
Yes.
The 90s R&B singer. And she paved the way for a lot of singers to this day. Yeah. And to meet her up and personal, like seeing her right next to us, teaching us things, she cared about who we was as an individual. She was like our Beyonce. Well, she's like our Beyonce. Yeah. She was very personal with us. She taught us a lot of things, like I said, that shaped me for who I am as an adult in my creative lifestyle. Yeah. I really love her.
Yeah. And she's from DMV. She's a DMV native, and so when your children grow up, or even as myself, when we grow up, we say we're from here, but sometimes the ones from here, they leave here never to return, but
and they don't give back.
And she was not that, she was that girl And that woman at that moment, during that time, where she really poured back into her community, where she was from. She came back to Ward 8. She came into Ward 8 and took it by storm, because you guys, I could see, the elevation and the growth in you guys each and every year that you guys were with her. Every time she came in, you were in there, from the wig, all of the good things that you all had gotten and the experience and the exposure, and to be able to be in that creative lane, because that's a production. That's no, as they say, the behind the scenes is a behind the scenes. A behind the scenes is like episodes in itself. Let's just say it that, because it's a ton of work that the audience or the viewers don't get to really see. The back end of it.
The long days of practicing.
The hours. Because now you got, not only you practicing with them, you got to practice when you get home.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's making or expanding that creative, because all of you guys have this creative thing, with you all. They are a creative bunch of kids. So, okay. So, we spoke a little bit in your bio. You have a background in psychology and beauty.
Yes.
What drew you to merge those two worlds, and why did beauty become your calling?
Okay. We'll start with how they intertwine with one another. So I recently graduated with my bachelor's degree in psychology from Bennett College. And by the time this video come out, this podcast come out, I will be a licensed hairstylist from Bennett Career Institution. So I just love how I got Bennett for my bachelor's and Bennett for my license.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so what made me intertwine the two was I was in school, and my professor, Dr. Campbell, I was at Bennett College at the time. And my professor, Dr. Campbell, we was in class, and she said, there's science and beauty. And I'm like, science and beauty? What you mean?
Yeah.
So it never really dawned on me, because I'm in psychology and we just learning about behavior. And behavior comes from the mental. Yes. So what we think, we exude in our actions.
Very much.
So I'm like, okay, that just stuck with me. And so that's when I became a certified cranial prosthetic specialist.
Okay.
So I build medical insurance for women who suffer from hair loss.
Yes.
And I get them cranial prosthetics, which are wigs.
Okay.
We can't use the word wigs in that lane.
Yes.
Because they don't think so.
Got it.
So it's cranial prosthetics.
Yes.
Can you say the question again?
Let's see. Because of the background of the two different worlds, why did beauty become the calling from those two?
Okay. Well, I could say that beauty chose me.
Okay.
In a sense, because my mom, she's been doing hair since she was 12.
Yes.
So, and she was doing it because she had nobody to do her hair. And so she was just doing it for a natural talent.
Yes.
And so just seeing her do hair, I didn't know I was going to be the one doing hair either.
Yes.
Like I said, I thought I was going to be a video vixen.
Yes.
Didn't think nothing.
With a sister in the military, right?
Sister in the military. Thank you, sister, for your service.
Thank you so much for your service.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so when I went off to Bennett, my mother, she had rituals for our hair when we was kids.
Yes, she did.
And one of them rituals was, don't let nobody touch your natural hair, because as I'm in cosmetology school, people touching your hair can lead to tinea capitis, which is ringworms.
Yes.
So when I went to Bennett College, I'm like, I don't want nobody to touch my hair. So that's when I started wearing wigs. And then I had a friend that was like, how long do it take for you to make them wigs? I was like, he would just pick my brain and let me know that you can turn this into a business. Yeah. And so I will forever thank him for actually introducing me to the business lifestyle, how I can turn what I do for myself to serving other people. Because like I said, my mother was always doing hair since she was 12. But she was just doing it because she's good at it. Yes. So,
very good at what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, beauty just chose me. It just came to me naturally.
Yeah. And it's funny that you said that someone has spoken, hey, how long do it take you to, to make your own wigs? And I always speak on networking.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you are, I don't care if you're in school, like if it's college, if it's junior high, it doesn't matter where you are in this world or what you have going on, anything. You can always network and someone can lead you to something else. And like she said, she was in psychology. She's in the studying the behaviors of other people, and beauty chose her, but not even understanding that she already had a gift in it. Because sometimes he will have, he will use vessels to navigate within your life at the gift that's already purposed in you. So she already had the gift, just didn't lean into that gift. But it found her. You know what I mean? You always hear that saying, find your purpose. Find your purpose, because God will make room for you in that purpose. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what happened for her. And then you didn't stop there. So you're in school. Yeah. Right? And so what led you to further your education in that? Because you were, like you said, it found you. So what made you really dive into, I know you say your professor said, it's a science, to this lane. What made you, dive into furthering your education in that?
Multiple things. There's a lot of opportunities on the table when it comes to the beauty industry.
Yeah.
The beauty industry is $1 billion industry, and yes. I want to take a part of that.
Absolutely.
We deserve that.
We do.
So two things.
Okay.
One, as I'm in school, I've been in college, I received a contract by the Department of Veteran Affairs. So that was $1 million contract. And when I went through that contract, at the bottom of that contract, it said you must be a licensed cosmetologist.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had all the skills, but
not the licensure.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they chose me to work with that department because of my psychology background.
Wow.
And having the psychology background and the license, it's very powerful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
But what made me further my education in the beauty industry is because I wanted to learn more about the scalp.
Okay.
Like our hair, we have hair, right? It grows. But most of the time people are taking care of the outside.
Yes.
But let me tell you, once it's out here, it's dead. Everything that we need to take care of is inside. And so I was just paying attention to, like, my clients that come to me that suffer from hair loss. And it's so many different types of hair loss that I've came across. Yeah. I'm like, it's not what we doing on the outside, it's what we eating, our emotions that we go through, the stress, the physical activities.
It all plays a factor.
It do.
And as of late, I've been coming across these videos. We are what we eat.
We are. And that is something serious.
Truly, we are our beings, our bodies, the way we operate, how we think, the brain fog, all of these things is contributed to what we're putting into our bodies. Yeah. And it's sad. It's so sad in this world that we're living in that in order for us to eat healthy, it's almost like you got to go bankrupt.
Hello?
But everything...
travel the extra mile
to get to it, right?
Market.
And then everything that is banned in other countries that we should not be eating.
Accessible here.
$1.99 here. Even in the economy that we living in, you can still go get that bad stuff for like $2.99 because they're dropping the price on it because one, they already know they're making it so hard for us to live, right, in this world that we call life. And it's hard to pay your rent. It's hard to get, you got to determine if you're going to get medicine or groceries. You know what I mean? Like, why we in the world, we got to pick and choose what we going to do to keep us alive?
Now, let me say, between medicine and food,
yes,
I'm going to pick the food every time.
Every time.
Because the food is our medicine. Everything we eat, it goes through our bloodstream. And it, like, feeds what we need. Like,
yes,
God put if something wrong with you, He put it on this earth so we can heal ourselves.
Yes.
Like, we don't need, the doctors get paid to keep us on medicine.
tell them that again.
So, the doctors, they get paid to keep us on medicine. So the food is our medicine. Go get the book. Look it up on Amazon.
Yes. Yes. And it's another book, The Apathagy, by Dr. Nicole. Just type in Dr. Nicole, The Apathagy, home remedies. It is a book. I will send you the link. And I'll put the link in when this go out. Because it is a wonderful book. It shows, like, one of the things that I know for a fact that I'm going to make is called black milk.
Oh, okay.
Black milk. And it's a healthier milk, because we're not supposed to be drinking cow milk.
Ew, no.
Period. Point blank. Almond milk, oat milk. Yes, we do get it, and I'm guilty of it. I buy the oat milk. I may buy the almond milk. I may buy the lactate milk. It's still the milk. And we're not supposed to be. We wonder why our bodies are so filled with mucus, clogging our pores, right? And we're feeding our bodies more mucus with the cow's milk.
Dairy.
The dairy, dairy. And it's so funny because, speaking on dairy, just real quick, it's so funny because Ari is now allergic to dairy.
What?
Ari has never been allergic to dairy in her life. And she cannot have dairy now. And all of these other things came about, after she had the baby, of course, but again, it's like, can you be too mad at it? Because we're not supposed to have it anyway. So it's like, dang, I wish I was allergic to a lot of these things that I'm not supposed to have, because it will make it easier not to indulge in and not to go buy it, And so it's a lot. Yeah. But I'm glad you spoke on, how we treat our hair. We treat the outside, the stuff, the hair, the tresses that has grown out that we think is so luxury, that's so luxurious, that think is so healthy. But if you, like you said, if your scalp is not healthy, your whole head is damaged. Yeah. Everything that's coming from it is damaged. Speak a little bit about, when you say you're diving more, you're learning more about the scalp now. Can you speak a little bit more about what that looks like, or how and how it affects us and our hair growth?
Okay, so the scalp is skin, and skin is the largest. I would say largest organ, but it might be the tissue.
Yeah.
The scalp,
we got a lot of it.
Yeah, we skin. The skin protects all of our systems that we have inside of our bodies. And how can I put this? So when we have our hair, we have the scalp, which is we have the follicles that come out the scalp. Yeah. Underneath the scalp is the hair root. Okay. And so in the hair root, we have, say this is the hair trying to sprout through the scalp. Okay. Before it becomes the hair, we have this cap over top of our bloodstream. So our bloodstreams is what fuels the hair growth. Our bloodstreams is what produce healthy hair. Okay. Yeah. So that's why it's really important to pay attention to the bloodstream. Yes.
And okay. So I got that. And it makes sense because we see a lot of hair loss in people with what they call autoimmune disorders, right? Diseases or disorders, kidney disease, liver disease, all of those. Just hearing you say, the blood, your bloodstream, a lot of this is based on our organs. So you have, kidney disease or people that may have other health issues, that plays a factor into how our hair is growing. If our scalp is damaged, it's already there's a higher risk of it.
It's a health indicator. What your hair looks like on the outside, you should pay attention to what's going on in the inside. Our body speaks to us, and we need to learn how to respond back to it. So another thing with our bloodstreams is this is another system in our body called the lymphatic drainage.
Yep.
So it's good that we stretch our bodies, we get massages, just so we can move
circulation.
Yeah. So the good particles that we need inside
it's rejuvenated.
Kidney, it goes back into the kidney, it go back into the liver, it get detoxed out. So like you massage your arm, like okay, pushing it out. Like you go get a lymphatic drainage, you feel lighter because everything is moving to where it needs to be moved.
And that's true. Because I haven't had that, but I have had the it's called aqua detox, where they're pulling all of the metals from your feet.
Oh my God.
Had it done.
So important.
Had it done, and I'm gonna let you hit on that. Had that done, and when I tell you, I felt so much better when I got off that, got my feet up out of that tub, and to see the evidence of the particles and the metals and the things that we're eating. You can see the yeast. You can see all of these things in the water. Like the water started out like a little off-white. But my God, on today, when it was done, it looked like some other stuff. It was darker in color. Let me say that. But it was because of everything that was being poured from out of my body through my feet. Now you spoke on that. You just hinted on that a little bit. What came to you when I mentioned that about our feet?
Okay, disclaimer, I'm no doctor. However, I am a researcher. Just had to make a disclaimer.
Yes.
So our feet, our feet is connected to a lot of our systems that's in our bodies. So when we get feet massages, it's like resetting your body. Okay. Have you ever touched the bottom of your foot and you could feel it somewhere else?
Yes.
Yeah. So our feet are very important. We should take care of that, and that's why they say touch some grass. Like root your body
back into nature.
Yeah.
In a sense. And you know what? Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna put this plug in. And it's funny because when I go out, whether it's a beach, whatever, when my feet hit the grass first, I feel lighter. Like energy. That's the best. That's the best way I can correlate that. You feel refreshing of energy when your feet is on the grass, especially like some nice cool grass.
Yeah.
Okay. Learning lesson, guys. Learning lesson. Okay, so you said work goes beyond aesthetics into transformation. When did you realize doing hair wasn't just about the beauty, but also about healing and empowerment?
When you feel good,
when you look good,
you feel good. And when you feel good, you perform well.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That is really true. Because we're not gonna push the men aside, but since it's a girl talk right now. But no, that's really true, because ask yourself, or I'm quite sure you all can relate to this. When your hair not done, your nails not done, nothing is going good, you don't even feel like you look pretty that day, you are having like a draggish type day. Like your mood is like blah, you irritated, you short with people because you don't feel good, because you ain't looking good. But soon as you go, you get some coins together and you go and get that hair done, or you get your nails. I'm a nail girl because my fingers are short. Don't judge me. But when you go and get your hair done, I know for me, like when I shave my head for that day, I feel so much more better. I feel so much more lighter. People, when y'all go get a good outfit, you like, now you ready to step on out. And it's amazing how that self-care, because that's what I put that in the lane of, those type of things, and treating yourself. Self-care is so key, because if you're not caring for yourself, nothing else is going to be cared for.
Right.
You have to turn it on to yourself, and in that, know that your beauty lies within you. You can go and buy anything, you can go and search for anything, you can put anything on. But if you don't feel that beauty within, it's going to be harder to exude that confidence, that self-confidence. Let's say it that way. Because anybody out in the world can give you a compliment. Oh my God, oh my God, you look good. But if you're not feeling that within, because we're speaking on the inside beauty, the beauty within you, if you're not feeling that within, it's never going to connect outwardly. You're going to, how you feel about yourself is going to always exude that. Tasia was just speaking on that. What we put in our bodies, how we feel about ourselves, that is what exudes off of us. So if you're a lackluster of confidence, that lackluster is going to come. So know that self-care is your best care. And in having your best care is finding the beauty in you. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Welcome back. Welcome back. Listen, guys. So before we dive back into this, we got to make it make sense segment question here. So, Miss Tasia, make it make sense.
Okay.
Why do so many people treat beauty as superficial when for many women it can be tied to confidence, healing, and even survival?
Why do they make it superficial?
Yes.
Sad to say, social media has a big part to play in that.
Yes.
Instant gratification
Okay.
and social media, I can say that would make it superficial.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants what they see. Social media is just highlights.
Mm.
And everybody just want that at that moment, that fast. I want that body right now.
Yeah.
Go get in that gym.
Yeah.
But no, they want to go get under the knife.
Yeah.
And no shame again under the knife.
Right.
But we gotta really learn that instant gratification is really not the way to go. What come fast, leave fast as well.
What comes fast leaves fast. So it's almost like putting a band-aid on something instead of actually going to get the surgery to close it up permanently.
Cause you putting a band-aid over, I'm gonna speak on body. Band-aid over body, but guess what? You still have that feeling that you felt of that old body still in your mind because you didn't work that out of you.
Yep.
You just got under the knife and just thought, oh, okay, I look good, but my mind is still in a body dysmorphia type of mindset.
Yes. And to just add to it, no matter going under the knife, like you said, that instant gratification, no matter all of that, you still got to get back to why you was feeling that way in the beginning.
Right.
Because that's what led to what all that other stuff, that all the superficial stuff leans into. Like you said, seeing that on social media and, oh yeah, okay, let me go ahead and get this done. But you still have low self-esteem inside. You still may have some trauma that you haven't healed from. You may be living in survival mode. So if you're in that and you're not in a space of non-superficial things and how other people see you, that's a superficial thing too. Just trying to keep up with, what was it saying? Keeping up with the Joneses. Well, I don't know who the Joneses are because I'm a Smith, god darn it.
Me
so
too.
I'm gonna live. We're Smith. We're gonna live as Smiths. We're not, and it's crazy because it goes back to living above your means. Doing this to cover that. And we can go down a hillside, with all of the superficial things. But thank you for making it make sense, because she did just that, made it make sense. All right, let's dive back into. So let's see. Okay, as someone who helps women feel polished and powerful, how do you personally protect your own mental wellness while running a business and pouring into others?
Wow, you got some good questions. How do I pour into my own wellness?
Yes.
I journal a lot. I journal a lot. And this thing I'm coming across of in my late 20s.
Yeah.
My body, like when I'm around certain people and my body feels a certain way, I pay attention and I know that I'm like, okay, why am I feeling like this? In your heart, in your chest, is fear, and your stomach is intuition.
Yes.
And so,
yes,
I just really, really pay attention to that. I like to get massages.
Okay.
I love the sauna. When I'm sick, sauna. It pulls it out of you.
Everything out. Yes. Yes.
And for whatever reason, I just gravitated to this holistic lifestyle.
Okay. To make you better.
Yeah.
Because again, when we feel better,
we do better.
We do better and we operate better and we're able to give because we're not giving from an empty cup in a sense. Because I know that just in the beauty world, you guys take on a lot, you know, and I could say the same for barbers. You know, when you get that client, you know, when you get that client in the chair, a lot of them don't have anybody to talk to. So they confide in the person that they're going to.
You behind them and you just taking everything. So it's either you gonna be drained and they gonna leave feeling powerful, or you gonna cover yourself in that armor and serve these people. And that'd be, oh my God. We serve these people, but we also serving the Lord as well while we serving them. Yeah. I just tapped into that while I'm doing like hair, cause like my bad. This is more.
Oh, you're fine.
Cause it just dawned on me, like when people leave my chair, they have an action plan on how they gonna make their lives better. One of my clients came 7 in the morning with 4 tears, and I took on her tears, but I'm ready for it. I pray every time I touch somebody. Before I touch somebody, I pray with my hand. God, please execute the style. Please shield us, protect us as we indulge it into the surface. Cause things happen every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've started to look at this like a serving to God. This is not just hair.
Yeah. But it goes back into your education background, studying, you know, learning people, because so often we, in this time that we're living in a selfish world right now. And it's hard when you are a selfless person and you want to pour into people and give and help. I used to call myself a fixer. Remember I said used to call myself a fixer because I'm not fixing nothing else anymore but me. However, I'm grateful that I am becoming more grounded and connected to God more, because if I'm connected to him more and if I'm serving in his purpose, he's going to give me what I need to be able to pour into that person, but also to be able to be replenished back for myself.
Indeed.
Because I spent a lot of years not in that space where I was give to the detriment of myself. Hence, stress in the body. You know, you guys know I'm baldina under here, you know, but it goes to those things, you know, the loss of hair. And even for me, and I thought it was so important, and I was honored to have you accept to come on because, you know, you and I have had discussions with my own hair journey, you know, of having alopecia and, you know, me going through the stages of buying all of these products, you know, to try to do these hair growth regimens and things of that nature. And then it just got to the point I'm like, okay, girl, just go on and cut your hair. Just shave it on off. And that's what I did. Well, for the summertime, because some other women stuff, this menopause is a whole nother Richter scale coming on over here. But with all of that, that contributes to your stress, anxiety, how I'm eating, you know what I mean? Because everything is intertwined. Everything that we go through in our bodies, it dictates what's coming out of our bodies. You know, and so when you said that, it just is so prevalent to how we are with ourselves. But we can go so much further with that. Okay. Go ahead.
not to be
Nope.
all over the place.
Go ahead. Nope.
To go back to like how do I do wellness for myself?
Yes.
It just makes me think of my morning routine,
which is
when I wake up in the morning, like 6, 7 o'clock. My phone is on personal. You
It
call me
is.
so fast.
It is. Just take it from me. It is. What she said is true. Fact check.
My phone is on personal until 9 a.m. I need that my morning to be absolutely silent.
Okay.
I meditate in the morning. I do yoga.
Okay.
I drink my juices, my water, my tea, and having those silent mornings, it helped me guide my emotions because I'm a very moody person. And I don't be trying to be moody towards other because it don't have nothing to do with other people. Right. It could be, like I said, we take on other people's emotions when we are servicing others. So my mornings is really dedicated to how I'm setting the tone for the day. Okay. So I don't have a moody day from what I've experienced. Well, that explains a lot of when I call her how peaceful she sounds. And sometimes if I'm riled up, she brings me back down. So thank you for your morning ritual. Thank you, Lord, for her morning ritual. Love it. Because I get the benefit of it. Sorry. I'll be talking to him in the morning. Yes, got me. Yeah. Anybody I come and connect with, make sure they see you and me. So I love that because I'm on a 6 a.m. prayer call with my church, with Forward Church. 3916 Bexley Place, Suitland, Maryland. See you there. Go to church. Don't beat me there. But see you there. Wait, no, you can beat me there. But yes, we do a 6 a.m. It's a 6 a.m. prayer call, and I'm on there every morning. And I said, it's so funny because it's important what you're connected to. Mm-hmm. Because I firmly believe, I had something that I had to do on Friday. I had a court hearing, and just some of the things that was brought back up just put me back into another space. But I was so grateful for that morning ritual of that 6 a.m. call, because in a sense I was feeling some type of way because something didn't happen prior to me going. Mm-hmm. But that prayer call put everything of how I was feeling and how I was thinking into perspective. So me getting ready for that hearing, it just gave me a certain amount of peace. So I can let that go so that I can focus on what God intended me to focus on. Exactly. You know, so like you said, that morning, getting that self together piece for self is so important. And I thank God for this 6 a.m. prayer call. Because if not, I'll be asleep. Let's just be real. I'll be knocked out, rolling over on a pillow. So I'm glad that I have that caveat there to get my day started. Yeah. Because what's that saying? We woke up on the wrong side of the bed, or somebody say, girl, I ain't wake up with you. Well, I didn't wake up with you either, but I don't even know. Okay, but I guess, but it's real, because I tell people all the time in the work that you and I both do, when you're the face of, or that first face that they see leaving and coming or whatever, just that bright, good morning or, good afternoon, whatever it is, you don't understand what someone may have woken up to. Like my family on last week, we woke up to, and throughout the afternoon, we found out my uncle passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you. So you just never know what no one day is like, from morning to afternoon to the evening time, So when you encounter, I tell people all the time, it doesn't cost you to say hello. It don't. It don't cost you to smile when walking. I have this thing. I don't know if it's a black thing. Y'all let me know in the comments if this is a black thing. But no matter where I'm at, especially if I see another black person, I'm like, I just for some reason get this bubbly smile on my face, like a hey, you're in the safe space here as long as I'm in this area too. You know what I mean? But I find myself doing that, just giving a smile, and guys know this. It's not just with black people. I do this with everybody because I'm a people's person. It doesn't matter. I've literally ran people down of other races to let them know how fly, especially a woman. If she is fly from head to toe, Thank you.
I don't care what color creed you come from. You're going to get a compliment from me. And it's so funny because sometimes when I do it to other races, it's so sad to say, but they look so surprised.
They ain't used to it.
Right?
You have this energy that exudes off of you.
And it's like, wow, because you could see the difference. Like from when they were walking, then when you gave the compliment. And I harp on compliments, on beauty. When it come to women, I harp on that. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I'm giving you all of the action because you might not have felt comfortable when you left outside your door in that outfit.
And now you gave them the confidence they need to go into wherever they're going.
You feel me?
So they can.
Your makeup may not hit the way you normally hit it. You get what I'm saying? Boo. I'm going to find something in your beauty and I'm going to highlight that for you because I know what it once felt like to not feel confidence no matter how many compliments I got. Even from my own family, with the bald head, all of those type of things. So I know how important it is for us women. And they always say women can't be women to each other. But we can.
We can.
I've seen it because I'm her. I'm not jealous of not one female that walked this earth. Why? Because your beauty is your beauty. My beauty is my beauty. Your beauty is definitely your beauty. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to find beauty in everything.
Right.
Because he created it. So when you feel...
We are his masterpiece.
We are his masterpiece.
I think that was the word of the day to be exact.
Look it up. Because when you don't have that, you know what I mean?
It say, thank you for making me so wonderfully... Hold on, wait. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, that's Psalms 139, verse 14.
Listen, beauty, it's a saying that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yes, it is. Because you as the beholder, if you don't behold yourself, no one else is.
No.
You're going to exude. I say this a lot. I say this to my children. You are what you attract. Yeah. So if you attract low self-esteem and you hanging with somebody, but you always find they giving you little digs, they have low self-esteem too. If you have someone who is not so confident in themselves and you hanging with a group of girls, but they always find something wrong with you, they're lacking confidence within themselves. It's called deflection and projection. So you have to behold your own beauty. That means big, little, small, short, tall, slim, thick. It doesn't matter. You have to love you enough to say, I don't give a daggone what who says about me or how they see me or how they feel about me. Because at the end of the day, if you don't feel all of those compliments, you're going to come off low self-esteem, lack of confidence, and it's going to timid. Become a pushover. Because see, now it's like you may want to become something that you're really not so that someone else can give you a compliment because you don't see it within.
That's why you got to give yourself a compliment first every time.
Every day you look in the mirror.
Before you walk out that door. Oh yeah, I look good today.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
In sweatpants, a t-shirt, and a baseball cap. Throw you some lashes on, some lip gloss. You look good that day. Stop going out in your bonnets.
Yeah, let that
bonnet is not a fashion statement.
I've been in college. That's one thing I could say about that. Well, I could say a lot about that school. But walking on the campus with bonnets on, they did not tolerate that. Walk with some poise. Walk like you care about yourself.
If you aren't dressing as you see yourself, you're never going to get there.
Now, style takes some time. Like, finding who you are when it comes to style, it do take some time. And don't be afraid to step outside the box to say, is this you or not? Try this hairstyle, see if it's you or not. Go to a hairstylist that knows the shape of your. Everybody has a shape.
Yes.
You know, I have a heart shape. I can't wear bone straight hair because it will make my hair look bigger than what it is. So I like to wear hair with a little volume, you know, to complement my heart shape.
And that's true. That's very true. Because some people have a niche for fashion or creativity and how they see themselves.
Yeah.
How they see themselves in certain outfits and things of that nature. We know that is a real thing.
Yeah.
And that does come with time. But what I'm speaking on, just a little bit of self.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a little bit of self, because you don't have to be decked out to the nines.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, be presentable. Like, okay, I'm gonna touch on this.
What?
Because I cannot stand when I see all these parents in bonnets and slippers. I don't care if you're going right back home once you drop your kid off. You should not be in a crop top where half your belly is showing when you're dropping it. It's just about self-awareness.
Yeah.
You are around. I am mindful of how I'm dressed when I go to my son's school. I'm mindful. I go to my daughter's her school. She's a teacher. I've gone to her class. I've been in there, you know, with the students. I'm not going to go in there dressed like I'm about to go to happy hour or after hours at a school. No, you know what I'm saying? It's like, have some type of decorum of self.
That word, decorum, has.
I'm not talking about you got to be pretty for this or pretty for that or pretty for him or her. I'm talking about for self, because then you get mad. And I know this is kind of veering off, but I'm going to put this out there because it's attached to the topic at hand. Because moms, and I'm speaking on moms because I'm a mom. Moms, when you're going to your kids' school or activity or extracurricular activity, whatever they got going on, and you're dressed like you're about to go to the nightclub, do you know the havoc that you're putting on your kids while they're in school? Yeah. They gotta try to now not only defend them, but they're trying to defend you. Because they rock with their mama.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit your mama. And now your kid in trouble because they defending you.
Yes. Like, and then you get mad at your kid because now the school didn't call you because they defending you. Yeah, nah. But you're putting your children in certain situations and circumstances that they don't have to be in based on how you're dressed, how you come across. I tell people all the time, you catch more bees with honey than you do vinegar.
No, for real.
Like, for real, you going up because I used to be that parent who would kirk off. Right? That's another whole topic. I don't even want to get off of that. We'll come back and we'll do another one on that one. But
Parenting 101.
Parenting 101. Yes. We're going to do that.
I mean, I'm not a parent,
but yeah. I am. Okay. So, with a family entrepreneurship, wellness, and purpose can all pull at you differently. How do you navigate balance, and what grounds you in every season of life?
I could say that I'm absolutely still learning balance.
Okay.
I feel like I've been in school all my life. This is about to be my first time not doing any type of schooling. However, we always are students.
Yes.
So I'm still learning the balance of scheduling. I do have system in place so I don't be disorganized. Okay. But I'm still learning balance.
Okay.
And I feel like my morning routine is what keep me grounded.
I was just thinking that. Yeah. It starts with that, because you're putting things in place, for you to be balanced so that you're not pouring so much without receiving or replenishing what you've already exuded out. Okay. All right. So, in closing, for the women listening who may be in the middle of her own pivot, beauty-wise, identity-wise, business, or healing, what would you tell her about becoming her own muse?
Now, becoming your own muse, it starts within yourself, inside, before you exude it outside. And once you do it inside, you gonna already know you that muse. And during the pivot, never be afraid to start over. Because at every end, there's a new beginning. And it will always be better than the last time. Always be better than the last time. Because what's gone can be compared to what's coming. So pivot every time. Have that system in place so when you pivot, you ain't doing the old things over again. You want to pivot with a new foundation and just keep it moving.
Well, if no one has ever made it make sense, Miss Tasia made it make sense today. Listen, guys, thank you for tuning in. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and you know what you got to do. You got to hit that notification button because if you don't, how you going to know we here? You know to follow us on all social media platforms and Sit Down with Shelley podcast. But Tasia, before we leave, tell everybody where they can find you, what you have going on, what's coming up, and how they can reach you.
Okay, so you all can find me on Instagram _Muse Society. And some of you you see this video, you may know me, probably like, hey, she started wig lifestyle. So I was doing wig lifestyle and I decided to pivot myself and started Muse Society. And we have a lot of things in store. So you should go over there, follow us, and see what's coming next. Come be a part of the society.
Listen, guys, you don't want to miss out. She has so many things coming, not only for your beauty, but your beauty within, so that your beauty outside can look like it matches what's in the inside. Thank you for tuning in with us. We see you next time. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to a Sit Down with Shelley, where you know what? Here we make it make sense. Hey, I'm just asking you guys to like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And listen, if you don't hit that notification bell, how you going to keep up with the episodes? You don't want to miss out. Thank you again for a Sit Down with Shelley.